is
We
doing.
conversating back and forth. He ain't saying nothing the
That
whole
is
time.
literally what
You came up
Godzilla
here
is
being the
doing.
mouth. Now then he gonna back you up and keep the fuel on.
Yeah, because he's talking about something completely different what I'm talking about. So that's what he's trying to
But
validate.
now,
Excuse me, I have a
First of all, you
message
set
for
yourself
a
up for
girlie
that.
that's in
this the
here.
shit I supposed to
You
be with
set
Kentucky.
yourself up for that though, Kiki, because we've been saying this shit about them forever. And you calling who the pretendians? Not once is somebody called Brian a pretendian. Brian's
Nobody
face
ain't
was on
said
the
pretending.
fucking
Nobody
back.
ain't said nobody want no Indians or nothing.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying?
Darling
What's the
and
bullshit? The
truly
bullshit coming in
son,
at?
die has tia the net bitsi ishlejin shleno
There we
biga
go.
How
hago.
you gonna get Jocko? So how you gonna get mad at who I want to defend and you been defending Darlene? You can defend who the fuck you
I'm
want to
not
do, and I can defend who I
defending.
want.
You see what I'm talking about? That ain't what the shit's about. You see what I'm saying? You see that attitude defending somebody? I don't even know this
You're
woman.
literally defending the
I don't
racism.
defend who I want. It's just pick somebody and let's defend that and whatever. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't operate like that.
Darlene needs to get a fucking
Yeah,
job.
that shit crazy.
Yeah, so I was trying to get somewhere with the question here, but obviously it's like it's always going to be
Right.
yeah. So
Let's
and I was
make it
just trying to
simple.
get
Let's make it
yeah.
simple.
Now you
So
want to
Let's
make it.
make
Let's
it
get right
simple though.
for
You
real.
yeah,
you gave a
Really
so
long-winded
big. Like,
answer. My
yeah.
my
So
question is
basically,
simple.
there are
Is
racial.
there
The racial.
there's nothing
colorism
to
on
go
the
off about. You
reservation?
Yes,
gotta make
there
it
is
something.
colorism on the reservation too.
Okay.
So that's what
Don't
I'm
Thank
share
you.
any more information of our history. They just use it to
Okay, here you go. You see,
Oh
their
no, that's
this
advantage.
not
is
what it
this is
is.
what you want.
That's
No,
what
no.
it
Why
is.
y'all
That's
keep
not even what it is.
no?
I don't
That's
even
y'all. These motherfuckers ain't said nothing like that for real. You
know.
feel me? G shit. Now that's the type of motherfucker you want to talk to. The motherfucker we weeded out earlier in the game.
Yeah. So what
And where
what
was
I'm
y'all at
saying
when
is
we
that
had
it
them
comes
type of
to
motherfuckers here?
no,
Now we
that's
don't
not
weeded
even
all
true
them
at all.
out and
I'm
got
not
to some
cool with that.
conversation. Now it's go back to this bullshit.
Yeah,
So somebody that
yeah, it's
somebody
bull.
can't tell me.
Yeah, you're right, Jocko. It's bullshit to you because you're not
Right, let
black
me invite this
first. You're
motherfucker back
native.
up because this who want to talk. This who you want to talk to. This is
Yeah,
deeper
so when it comes
discussion.
to colorism, I do remember growing up in the dormitories with some kids that were half black, some kids that were half other races and all that that were half white as well. I did notice while growing up, especially being in the dormitory system, I did notice there was an attitude of disliking.
Come
I'm
on
not
back up here, number 33.
yeah.
So, Jocko,
So
you're
there
not
was an
foundational
attitude of
black and Indian no
disliking.
more?
Yeah, that part. Thank you. Thank you
Right.
for bringing that to
So,
attention.
yeah,
You
yeah,
see
yeah.
how them two words are
Mm-hmm.
together? You see
Yeah,
how
yeah,
both of them on the
yeah,
same
yeah, yeah,
motherfucking
yeah, yeah,
level? It
yeah.
ain't one
But let
stands
me,
over
let
the
me, let me,
other.
let me,
Nah,
let
there's
me
no
have a,
one
let me
standing
have a
over there even
distinction.
fucking Stevens.
Black is
Y'all
before
motherfuckers is one
Indian.
of the
It says
same
black
motherfuckers. You
and
feel me?
Indian.
So now why the
Black is
fuck
before
would I be
Indian.
doing anything other than make me
Black is
power greater?
before Indian.
Why would I
It
do why
says
would I cause any
foundational
type of
black
separation?
and Indian.
It makes no
And it's
sense. Yeah,
separating black and Indian.
so why the fuck you sitting
Black
here making
black
pounds and
is
some shit? Stop
before
playing with me.
Indian. Black is before Indian.
You see what the fuck? You see how weird that shit? You see how weird that, man, stop it. The
You're a
bullshit.
hypocrite.
I'm not on
Kiki,
that
you're a
type of
hypocrite.
shit. Yo, that
You a
shit.
motherfucking
Is
hypocrite.
it? No,
But
I'm
guess
just
what?
You are a
RF, you
asking.
right.
hypocrite. Don't
You
Am
run
right.
I
But
from
check
it.
this out. But look,
Don't
am I
run from it.
wrong?
you right. But
Isn't
check
black
this out.
before Indian?
Hey, but check this out. It's Jocko and Scoob the Lumbee legend, but Scoob is the real fucking legend.
So foundational. So
G
you need
shit.
to. You
It's
need.
Jocko and
So
Scoob. You
just
can't
like
never find Scoob and Jocko.
yeah,
It's
just
Jocko
like
and
it
Scoob.
said. It said
But
you need
Scoob's
to
the real
change it to
legend.
foundational.
Real
Change it to
legend.
foundational.
Going first, they all eat. You feel me? That's why I'm like, you got me
Yup,
off.
that's that Somali shit. Yup,
Jocko, are
that's
you going?
exactly
Are you
what y'all
going
do.
fishing this summer? You going
You said
fishing this
what the
summer?
fuck?
Do you go fishing?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't
You
do
go
that.
fishing?
Yeah.
Okay, just asking.
I grew up fishing. What the hell you talking about?
I'm just asking.
I fish every state I go to. What you talking about?
Fishing is our livelihood. We eat off the water.
No, I ain't got to live off the fucking water. I just fish.
Yeah. Yeah, that way too.
Thought y'all followed the buffalo.
There goes some more insults we threw on their ass. There goes some more. Let me just
Yeah,
remind
man, I'm
you.
telling you, it's all like basically it all depends on what part of the country that you are basically.
And you wiped out the bison.
The bison.
You followed
What are
the
you talking
buffalo.
about?
You wiped out the bison, and you didn't build the mounds or grow any corn. We know.
What are you talking about?
What is you talking about for real?
I know you don't know what I'm talking about.
See, this is your
No, you
only
just think
conversation.
so.
That shit be crazy, dog. They probably don't know shit about no mounds. Y'all know about some mounds?
The only mounds I know are the ones on my chest. So what the fuck?
No,
Only
'cause
mountains
they
I know is the
followed-
four sacred mountains here.
They followed the buffalo and built tents and shit. That's why they followed. That's why they're mobile.
So the only
Look, they're
mountains
very
you know about
mobile.
is what's in their backyard.
No,
So
hold
if you're
on,
going digging deeper than the yard shit, I don't know.
Mm.
How many moons?
Did you hear Lori?
What are you talking about?
Who is this Navajo Tigo? What?
Oh, that was an
I'm
insult.
asking. I'm asking.
so
How
who's
many
Nava
moons
here?
did y'all follow the buffalo?
I found some fake.
Hey, I came up because I was listening to the conversation earlier, but the panel was full. I had a call anyway, but I kind of was wanting to address Dorleen. Is that how you say your name?
Yes.
Yeah, I was wanting to address something with you because earlier you were talking about having an African American husband, but it seemed like you weren't really interested in like learning about the culture, and I was just curious like why that is.
I'm here to make a living with somebody, a life with somebody. That's what it is.
Well, like I guess like for me because my mother's Afro-Indigenous, so she has a black father and a native mother, and so like, you know, I have both of those communities in my family, and I personally have experienced what it's like when like I guess when things are one-sided and like people don't make an effort to embrace one another's communities. I think that can be really harmful, and you know, I think we obviously are more familiar with like how it can be harmful to like indigenous community when you bring somebody outside in who doesn't like respect our culture and like our history, but like I feel like people take for granted about how it can be, you know, harmful or hurtful to you know, black community spaces and like children who are brought up, you know, if you're not really thoughtful about that.
And your question is?
I guess I'm just saying that
Oh,
if you're going to be married to somebody, it's because you care about them, but you have to care about their community too.
those days will probably come around, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not ready to talk about that. You know, maybe another, you know, whenever that day comes around, I guess that day we're gonna have to deal with it, you know?
But like for me, like so like for example, if my partner didn't know anything about MMIW or MMIP, like
I know a lot about it. I know a lot about it, but I wouldn't, you know, it's to me it's not a conversation.
I just think that I
Maybe
feel like
it
that
should
can,
be though, because
yeah, I
then
think,
you know you would know
Maybe
the
later,
different, like,
later, but you know,
yeah,
to me,
like
you know, yeah,
at
later.
some
But
at some
you know,
point,
yeah,
But
some
what
point
if
in
you
life, somewhere
become
down
an
the road,
I
5
think at
years
some
from now,
point it
10
might
years
be
from now,
beneficial.
20 years from
Hold
now.
up, here I got it. So I think it would be beneficial because if you're coming into mixed spaces, you would know how to navigate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, yes, Jocko, yes, he's native. I understand that you're in a native space, but you're also in a black space. And that's all I'm saying is like, it would be good that you learn both sides so you know how to navigate both sides.
Yeah, I'm sitting here at home.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. My friend just showed up, and she's listening to my conversation. And
Now, see what y'all got to understand, right?
Yes.
She did come in racist, but her
I
whole
did.
tune done changed.
I mean, But Jocko, it don't matter if her tone changed. It still won't take the racism out of her.
See,
Like I feel like
you gotta
somebody
get
needs
an
to beat her.
understanding right here. Check this out, right?
Not racist.
She came in racist,
She is racist.
and at the same time turned around and said that she's married to an African American, but she don't tell people. So
Yeah. She most definitely did say that. Your friend is racist to the woman in the back.
So to get an understanding of that shit there.
Well, like to me,
Oh,
it's
Look at these.
I don't know why you think this is funny.
it's crazy, right? It's crazy, right, Caribbean? Because
Dang, y'all, you want to know Caribbean? You know, I say, you know, Caribbean. So Caribbean, you know what's crazy, right? I say a lot of xenophobic shit, and the shit that I want to say out of my black ass head, if I say it, all of y'all will be on my ass. So keep on laughing.
no, I'll say it because I'm in both
I don't think
spaces.
it's funny at all.
I'll say I'm in both spaces, right? And if I had black relatives like calling me like dehumanizing the women in my family that are native, I would have a problem. Like, why do you think it's okay to dehumanize black women, but if somebody called you a squaw, you would have an issue with it?
But hold up.
I grew up.
What did she say to you?
To me,
What did Dolores say?
Darlene? She just
Yeah,
said that this conversation is crazy. It's just going in a circle. It's just.
Nah, see, get her to understand this. That she came on racist, being hella racist. She tried to blame it on because she ain't had her coffee yet. So then she finally got her coffee, but she cool. But
So
then
you're
she
blaming
spoke,
racism on a cup of
but
coffee.
she spoke in her language, right? And when I asked Shadow what she say, she said she be telling people on here she's single. But she's married to an African American.
Dang, so why? So
She
you
was
don't.
laughing.
Wow, that's crazy.
But then I said she changed her tune.
Oh.
I'm trying to get
No,
her
what
understanding.
she changed her tune, Jocko, because she got penetrated with that black penis. That's what changed her tune.
Hold on.
That's going too far.
Why are you saying black and not white
Why do you
tee?
guys say it like that?
You gotta come back right.
Why we gotta say
Oh my
white tee then? If you can come up here and just say black everything. Why we gotta say white
because of
tee?
anti-blackness, dummy.
Why
The
do we have
internet
to say
doesn't
white
care.
tee?
There's white
Why
tea
we gotta
people
say
who get
white
on
tee?
here and say racial slurs, and they
Okay.
don't
That's
get
what I
flagged.
was
But if
at
you
the
say
beginning of
Word is censored.
I was
by
in here from the
Cherokee.
start. I don't know what the conversation
See,
was.
with you didn't do nothing racist. She did. She did. She came on like
Call
that.
someone a black guy a nigger. That's racist.
I'm not okay with that.
Wow.
Drop her.
that's insane.
Darlene, what are you doing?
That wasn't Darlene.
That's
You need to take a
crazy.
whole
Was
break.
her friend? That was her friend in the background. She surrounds
that was
herself
somebody in her
with
background.
Are you
racists.
still going to stick with that story that they're not
That was
racist?
somebody in her background. G shit, I heard it.
I'm
That's
not
somebody
cool
who
with
speak
this.
English clear as fuck.
That was crazy.
I don't know who this person is in her background and all that. So I do not agree with that terminology.
Truly, I have a question for you because I was listening to like some of y'all conversation. She said like it sounded like she said mayate. Is that a word in your language?
Mayate? No.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
And I think I know what word you're talking about, Josh.
She wants to come back. This might be triggering.
I did.
I mean, bring her back though. So the shit. So I mean, bring her back though, Jocko. So are you gonna excuse her saying her friend saying that hard R?
Nah, listen, I don't want to argue. That's why I dropped it. But I'm
you don't. You don't
understand it. You see, I'm way.
you don't.
Topic. Thank you.
Y'all didn't hear her say mayate? She said that when she was speaking back and forth with this lady. I was listening.
Yeah.
See, and then they like go, I don't know. I don't know.
That's not a word. That is, I do know that I did go to school with people from that spoke Spanish and all that. I know that was something that was described.
Oh, so you do know it. So you do know it.
I said,
you know where it comes from.
No. I said I become aware when I went out and stepped out of the reservation. I become aware.
Also,
I learned.
but can I just add something? Truly, that word, it has an R in it. It's mayate. And it's Spanish. It's not.
But I don't speak it.
It's not a native.
I heard it before.
Yeah.
I heard it before, but it's nothing In the
Yeah, it's not
conversation that me and Dorleen,
it doesn't matter if it has an R.
It's like basically in our language, we don't have an R word.
Hold
An
up.
R word
I
for
need
everything. Like if we were to
come
say
back
rice,
because there is a black man where she's at, right? And you do got this other person, a whole nother person now.
don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it too.
I want to know what the hell going on over there. Gee, shit.
Yeah, but there's an additional person in her space, so I don't know. I'm not okay. With that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
she said that with a hard R. She said it with a hard R. That's crazy.
I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, they don't like
I'm bringing you back. That's where I am. Dorleen, who is that in your background?
Dorleen, I was rooting for you for a minute. Like, damn.
You know that, and you know that was my visitor. You know, she and I've been sitting here, you know, talking. She came in, and you know that's her opinion. You know. And that's how
your visitor.
Yeah, you know, for myself, you know, I wouldn't say that, but you know, that's another person's opinion.
So that is an opinion, calling somebody a racial slur. But if I said that I would scalp your ass like the white tea pale faces did, it's not a motherfucking opinion. What the fuck? Hold on, Jocko. No, we can't do that bullshit. What are we excusing right now? She literally said her friend.
This ain't no roast. This ain't no.
What?
Hold up.
It's how she.
Who was that?
Who am I roasting?
Who was that in your background?
A Mexican guy is thick.
And I wasn't talking to Dorleen, right? But can I finish my submission? Hold on.
This ain't nothing. Just cause you can't keep your mouth shut, dog. Dorleen,
just say you're an apple, bro.
Your mic again.
Just say you're an apple.
Your visitor's talking. Unmute your mic again. Now, what you got to say back there in the background?
I said, if you're Mexican and you call him a spick, is that racist? Yeah, that is.
What are you talking about, though?
All right, so we'll call you savage.
Let's go back to your
You're
friend.
an apple savage.
Your friend, hold up. Your friend right here, right? She's married to an African, right? An African American?
No, she's a single woman. She's single. She's a single woman. She's a single.
No. I'm talking about you.
I can see why.
Yes.
Me?
Ain't you married to an African American?
Yes.
Okay, now your friend just said what she said. Now, what's up? Now
That's
you gonna ride for your husband?
That's her opinion, and I wouldn't argue with her about it. You know.
So listen, I have a white grandmother, and my grandmother would never allow her friends or families to say the N. I mean the hard R word.
Okay.
If they did, they wouldn't be friends. It's kind of like me. I don't understand because you're married to a black man and she's using those type of words in your home. Like me, I don't understand this. Like, is it something? Hold on. Is it something that y'all do all the time? Like, damn.
Because that's in your home with that black man. That's half of his shit.
No, she just came in here with the. Well, we're talking about all this.
Have been the first time.
No, that's crazy. She's still there. Let her speak for herself.
So you're on a res, you're secluded, you don't know about racism, but she just came in and used racism, and now you know about it.
She got
it's amazing how that happens.
She is on another res.
Yeah, she is.
She playing in your face. That's all she doing, playing in your face.
I'm gonna.
Like she's racist as fuck, and she's just trying to hide behind it.
Yeah, and that's crazy. So why did you marry a black man?
Listen, I'm gonna drop and I'm gonna bring Kiki back because Kiki was a part of this conversation, and it's not fair to exclude her from.
You don't have to drop, love. I'll drop for Kiki.
Why? Hold up, come back. Why did you marry a black man?
Right, that's what doesn't make sense to me, right?
I mean, I wouldn't.
What y'all mean? She wanted.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's lying about that shit too.
See, what you got to understand, if that's how you look at him, how did you even lay down with him?
He married me. I didn't marry him. He married me.
He married you.
Y'all both.
What you mean? Hold up. What you mean by that?
When you marry, the two becomes one. So
yes, I do understand that. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, the two becomes one.
Yeah.
So Kentucky, may I ask you a question, right? Can I ask you a question? Since I was dropped in the middle of my submission, since she said the N word, calling somebody a hard R is an opinion. Would it be an opinion if I said what I said? I'm not going to repeat it, right? Since we're just stating opinions right here, and we're just saying derogatory marks, right? This is what I be talking about. It be the bullshit that y'all be excusing, but when it comes to us saying the same shit, y'all want to drop, mute people, and get in your fucking feelings. But her saying a hard R is an opinion. What the fuck are we doing? That's not no motherfucking opinion.
No,
That's weird as shit.
That's correct.
I don't even think she really married a black man, y'all.
She's not.
She's not married to no black man.
But then also look at the way that she worded her being married. I didn't marry him, he married me. You act like it's a fucking privilege to be married to your old raggedy ass Dorleen.
Dorleen, where's your friend in the back?
She's here. She's here.
Where's she at? Yeah, visitor. Can you hear me?
She's here.
No, it says, I mean, I'm saying that if you're racist and you call
that's a white bitch.
Is her husband black? She got a black husband?
Is your friend married to a black man?
You guys, you wanted her opinion, or you want?
I asked her a question.
Okay, yeah.
Is your friend married to a black man?
Am I married to a black man? No.
Your friend, Dorleen.
Yeah.
She is. So how could you say what you just said to her?
Because I'm speaking, saying if I was racist, I would call him those names.
If you was.
And I'm not racist.
Okay, Kiki, there you go. But just respect.
You couldn't even feel comfortable saying that in a hypothetical, though.
So that is exactly what I said. You're not actually for the rights of black people. You just like that black peen down your big ass, long ass throat. What are we talking about?
Do you not know my grandmother?
Oh my God.
My grandmother would listen. My grandmother would choke on the hard R. She would never say. She would choke. And the way you said it with ease, it's almost like y'all used to saying this shit every day, all day long.
They say it all the time.
Probably every fucking day.
Is Darlene?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some Lumbee in it. Darlene, put your camera back on. Let me see your black husband.
Is Dorleen what on me?
Is she DNA?
Yeah.
Let me see your black husband. Nah, come off mute. I can't hear you. Let me see your black husband. You show me everything else.
Nah, I want to see the one I'm friends with.
Nah, I want to see that.
I want to see the visitor too.
Yeah,
all right, I want to see the dumbass broad that was.
Come off mute. Why are you not on mute? This the most attention she's had in the last 10 years, y'all.
This is one ugly old ass.
Where your friend at? Where your friend at?
She enjoying this. Look, she laughing, enjoying it. Look.
Yeah, come in the camera, visitor. Yeah, get your hair together and shit.
Oh yeah, but make sure you look good. Make sure you don't look like who was it? She said Don King. Yeah, make sure you don't like fucking Don King again.
Let me see your friend. Let me see if she prettier than you. Oh, she talking shit. Hey, Truly, what she saying? I know you can read lips. What she saying?
Oh, I don't read lips. I don't read lips. She's talking to someone that don't even speak Navajo at all, I think.
Yeah, she's speaking English like a motherfucker, huh?
So, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
After that, I'm going to go down.
What time?
Probably like 5.
Tell her to go to the camera, Dorleen.
I was say, is the white bitch too scared to show her face? Oh, look at that ugly ass white bitch. I'll go ahead and screenshot that shit.
Man.
God,
a drugged out white bitch.
Oh, man.
White bitch.
You fucking dumbass bitch.
You got the colonizer in your home, Darlene. Wow.
Oh, man.
I'm going to open my doors to you, too.
That ain't very Indian.
Wait, how did she get on the red?
Oh, she's homeless? That's why you've been calling in. So she is truly a drugged out bitch.
Why is she on the reservation?
She's not on the res, y'all. I don't know.
No, she is on the res.
She is. She's on some.
No, she's on a different res. She's
on a different res in a different state. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in what she say, Wisconsin?
No, Washington.
Washington.
How did that white woman get on the res?
Well, you know, there's natives around there.
She's right at the edge of the res, so
now you know where you're missing people going.
Yeah, it's right at the edge of the res and all that. So there's a border city. There's around the reservations out here. on the west side. It's all the border towns.
You know what?
We deal with border towns and all
Doreen, you a dangerous motherfucker.
She's a racist motherfucker.
You a dangerous motherfucker, boy.
It's all right. It's okay.
She friends with the colonizer, humping the black man. She knows it all, huh?
I'm okay. I'm just fine with it.
Damn, dumb.
She's about triracial, ain't she?
I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. You know, everybody's opinions and words. You know, that's words are words. You know.
Dorleen, I think it's just safe to say you need to drop, baby, because your time here is done.
Hey, tell that
let me
white
hear
woman.
what she got to say. Let me hear what this person got to say.
Tell that dumbass white broad you friends with to make sure her next needle is clean.
For real, hey, your friend.
I'll let her know. I'll let her know.
Hi, can I say something? Hello, good afternoon.
What up?
Hi. Darlene, I'm going to say something in Navajo, okay? It's going to be directed to her. What is going on with you?
The otasata. That's all I'm doing here.
Get off!
Damn, she just big dog. She said, great up. Yeah, what up? Let me find out. Another Navajo? Let me find out.
I heard what I heard.
That shit.
Whole entire
Hey, you heard a friend say ER?
She heard a lot. She heard a lot more that we don't know about, yo. That's what she's saying.
I don't know. I don't know what she's coming off of. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where she's coming. She's also from the same town we're from, so.
How is the way you're talking to these
like she's trying like.
Queen sounds she going in on
no, she's never really been off the reservation.
Speaking English, baby.
That she's been giving you guys. I heard this whole entire conversation and I disagree with this. How that person behind her said a really negative comment to these people. I'm a full Navajo.
Tony, pick up at the needle. I thought the
you
whole
my life. You
hey,
come
it sounds like she
other
said
people's
again.
lives. But I disagree with this race they're doing around this family or the people in here. You too are. Both of you are in here.
Oh, my husband.
Yes, you are. You're doing that. You're making a fool of us.
It's going to be like correcting someone. You should be able to explain the correction and just saying, shut, be quiet, don't say that, embarrassment. Like simple words like that does not explain anything. For someone that wants to teach, if somebody that wants to correct someone, you should come correct by explaining what needs to be corrected. By explaining what needs to be corrected. Like really, so you're just. I understand that you haven't stepped out very far, but that's not even correct at all. Your behavior is just really, it's like, wow. I'm just super amazed that you even have something to say because you haven't even said anything by just saying, shut up, be quiet, don't say that, that's not to be spoken. But what do you mean by that? Explain yourself. At least explain what you're trying to get after Dorleen for. because you're not explaining nothing. That's the problem, is that you're shouting and saying stuff, making it look believable in our language that you're actually saying something when you're not.
No, she most definitely checked it.
Full of each other.
Shit.
No, she did not. She just like saying, she's just shouting that she's like, you don't say words, you don't say words.
So can
What
I ask
are you
you a
talking about? Corrective,
can I ask you
corrective
a question?
actions? Corrective.
So you know what's very crazy, Queen? That she came up here trying to tell us what the fuck you said, but she was never telling us what the fuck she was laughing about with Miss Dorleen. You know, so that's how we know she was saying some bullshit.
Respectful way. If you're an educated woman, if you understand about both sides of the color, well, I understand you guys' background and how we are all the same in one amount, but we don't need to put ourselves at the lowest end. We just buried a little girl just not too long ago. We talk about missing Indigenous women, but yet we don't know how to control our mouth. We say things that we should not be saying. If you have respect for one another through culture-wise, please put yourself, don't put it down there. Raise above it. Help one another. Understand each other. Not putting each other down to where you feel like we've been always at the beginning of lifestyle. We should try to change it.
Exactly, Queen. This is what you're being corrected for. This white woman right here on my in my picture. Just saying.
And
Now hold up. Now, did I miss something?
I'm just saying, I'm just putting my opinion up there, okay?
No,
I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not disrespecting anyone anyway, how? But please, no more. We had enough of that. We just buried a little girl that went through a lot.
And that's what that's why I came up here to say as well, is that Dorleen's married to a black man, and
don't matter if who is married and what.
No, but hear me out. Hear me out, Queen. Because what I'm saying is that if you marry an Indigenous woman, you have to understand the issues that impact our community. It should go both ways.
Can you just stop talking for a minute?
Damn. Hey, listen. So we all want people.
And who you guys are. It just shouldn't be like that.
Listen, we all want people.
Yes.
So you told Dorleen why you over here messing with these people?
That's her part. That is that's on her end.
No, listen. You said, Dorleen, why you over here saying this to these people?
Yes, I told her, why is she making a fool of, being up here as a native, we try to keep our mouth tongue and be careful. We
As a
are
native.
nation.
Hold up. Am I a native? But hold up. Am I native?
Are you what?
Am I native?
Of course. Aren't you? I mean, this is going through nationwide, everywhere. And we have a lot of elders on here. We got a lot of our tribe on here that sees this. And it is very embarrassing, and I feel like I just felt that way. And I needed to come up here and say that.
Thank you, sister. Annie, Annie, I understand you, Annie.
I need to say this because we're all Native American. We're all we don't need to make ourselves foolish on here. Enough is enough. That's the way I see it.
Queen, can I ask you something? Because this was what I was trying to say, was that there's a lot of issues that impact our community. And when we bring somebody from outside of our community, they have to understand and respect that. Otherwise, they're a danger to us and to other, our women. And what I would
It's
say is that
always
there,
been like that. It's always been like that through
yeah,
our past history. Nothing is not going to change unless if we change it in ourselves.
absolutely. And that's what I was exactly saying to Dorleen is that how can you expect to
We have to put that in ourselves in that person's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know where you come from. I don't know how you were raised. I don't know.